Hello everyone, it's me, Kimiko Tarot, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a good day. In today's Pick a Card, Pick a Deck, or Pick a Crystal reading, because I'll show you all three, we're going to get into who's currently thinking of you. We're going to get to who it is, like what's their energy, what are they thinking about you. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we'll start with just the back of the deck. I recommend pausing the screen because I go kind of quick. So we'll start with pile 1, pile 2, and then pile 3. Yeah. And now I'm going to put out cards. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and then pile 3. So then with the cards, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I would recommend pausing the screen again because I'm going to put crystals on and then I'll do a close-up of every crystal, so yay. Then for pile 1 we have this piece of citrine, pile 2 we have this piece of amethyst, and then pile 3 we have this aura rose quartz. And then I will do close-ups of all the crystals, so if you want to pick like this, pause the screen. For pile 1, we have this lovely piece of citrine. For pile 2, we have this piece of amethyst. And then for pile 3, we have this piece of aura rose quartz. So then I wanted all the crystals for some reason to be really small this time. I don't know why. But here are the piles with the crystals again. Yes, before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you want to see in the next one. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload. I'm trying to upload more like once a week now, because we have a new setup. Don't really, like, no one saw my old setup, so like whatever. But like it is what it is. And this is the new setup. Maybe we'll get like more creative. Like we're getting like really into it. It's just what it is. Anyways, to the video. Hello, pile 1. If you chose either this Page of Cups, this deck, or the citrine, then this reading is for you. Okay, let's get into who is currently thinking of you. Spirit, who is currently thinking of pile 1? Spirit, who is currently thinking of pile 1? Something's on the ground. Let me grab that. Oh. Okay, interesting. So this is definitely someone who either felt kind of trapped with you, felt like a little bit they were trapped in this either situation or trapped in like this friendship, but there's something about them that was kind of sneaky. Like they either like deceived you or you deceived them, but there was something about either feeling trapped in this situation or feeling trapped in this relationship or feeling trapped in this situation and someone being very sneaky. So whoever this is, it's someone that's someone who's a little bit sneaky. That's from your oh, TTT. Yeah, it was definitely someone that was a little sneaky though, that felt a little trapped in this. I think emotionally they definitely thought that they were ready to be something. They definitely emotionally thought that they were ready for just a good friendship or a good relationship. But I think they definitely were a little bit more emotionally immature. But I do think this is probably someone that's honestly like an ex-boyfriend or like an ex-girlfriend. I think this is definitely someone from your past. This is definitely someone who like you definitely had, I think, like a loving relationship with, or like you had a relationship or a situationship with, or just something with them. And I think this was someone either that you viewed as someone who was going to be very emotionally, I guess, like loving and caring, or they showed themselves as being very loving and emotionally like, I guess, mature, but they actually were very emotionally immature. And so I think that was something that you felt stuck in. Like, this was definitely something, this is a person that you definitely, either they felt stuck in or you felt stuck in. If you felt stuck in it, I think it's because you felt lied to, because they presented themselves as someone who was definitely very emotionally mature, but they definitely weren't. I think they were definitely emotionally immature. And I definitely think it's someone that you had like a relationship with. I think if they felt trapped, it's like maybe that they felt deceived by you, that maybe you were more emotionally available than you actually ended up being. Interesting. Okay, what is this person thinking about pile one? Is that all I'm getting from this? Yeah. What else is this person thinking? Okay, that's too many. That's like half the deck, my guy. Like, you get it a lot. They're thinking a lot. What is this person currently thinking about the pile one? Why are they thinking about pile one? What are they thinking about pile one? There's definitely something about a cycle here. So let's see what else. What else are they thinking? Oh, come on, you have so much to say earlier. Let me go this way. This way. Oops. Okay, Devil, we have some Capricorn energy. So this is definitely thinking about a cycle with you, or something that they felt either that you thought they were going to be like the person that they were going to be with forever, like that this was like the final cycle for them. I definitely think that they thought that this was something that they thought they were going to either have a family with or have like a home life with. But with the Devil as well, I think they're thinking right now very, very devilish thoughts. No, but like actually very sexual thoughts, very like also very like codependent thoughts. Very like much so I feel like maybe if you gave them a lot of love as well, especially if this person like you thought they were more emotionally available than they were, and then they ended up being a lot more, I guess, emotionally immature, especially in this situation. Like, if they could also be missing, like, I guess the codependency aspect of it, like when how much you were there for them and how much you cared for them. I think they're thinking that they thought they were going to have this forever, like this wasn't going to be like the end of that cycle. Like, I definitely think they thought that this was going to be like a forever thing. So now I think they're definitely missing parts of the codependency, and I think they're also missing parts of like the sexual aspect of it as well. What else are they thinking about? What else are they thinking about pile one? Do tell. Let's put one more. Actually, this would be, well, I guess two more. I'm gonna I guess I could just do that. So I definitely think they're thinking like about how I think they wish that they could have grown something more here. Like, I definitely think they're wishing that they could have, I guess, like built more, they could have learned more, they could have like, I guess, listened more to you. Especially like with the codependency, I feel like they maybe depended a lot more on you, and I think they wish they listened more. I think they also like wish that they were a little bit more stable, and they definitely were. I think, especially with the world at the end and then like Wheel of Fortune starting, I think they really did think that this was going to be like the end all be all, like that you were going to be the person for them. Like, especially with this next to the Ten of Pentacles, I think they're thinking that they didn't think this cycle was going to be a cycle. I think they thought it was going to be like, oh, this is going to be the person I'm going to end up with. And I think they're having some really like sad thoughts, but kind of like, yeah, I guess like depressing thoughts, like a little bit like, I guess like self-defeating thoughts, and like, oh, if I did this, if I learned more, if I listened more here, this wouldn't have happened. If I was a little bit more stable here, if I just like, was a little bit less like aggressive here, then this actually could have been like my person. Like, we could have actually ended up really well. Like, we could have ended up in this very balanced energy. Also, just as maybe there's some Libra, I don't know, maybe like also with justice of how they're thinking of you. I think they also think with justice being Libra, and they think they're very beautiful, and something about you was very balanced. I think, again, they thought you were like a counterpart. You were like the other person, especially with the two cats here. Like, how they are, two halves, you know. Well, okay, so I definitely think that this person that's thinking of you, like, I definitely think that they thought that they were going to have a very stable life with you. You were going to be the person for them at the end of the day. And I think they're really thinking about, I guess, what they did wrong and how they could have learned more, they could have listened more, they could have done more, and how they wish they could have been a bit more stable. Because if they were a bit more stable, I think they thought, you know, this would be my person, this would be the end, this would be everything. We'd be like in the end the most, because this person thinks that you really do like balance them out. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from these cards. Yeah, so with this person, whoever it is, it's definitely someone from your past that I definitely think you probably had a situationship or relationship with, that you definitely felt, I think either one, you felt trapped in it, or B, they felt trapped in it, and they definitely deceived you in some way. Either that they were more emotionally available than they ended up being. And I think they're thinking that, you know, I didn't think this was going to be a cycle. I really did think that this person was going to be, you know, my person. But I think at the end there were some very codependent and very, like, I guess, sexual parts. And I think they think, you know, if I listened more, if I learned more, you know, it could have ended differently. But yeah. That's what I'm getting from these cards. Yeah, so that pile one, that's who's thinking of you. If you like this video, please like it. Let me know what I should do in the next video. Let me know if I don't know if there's other things you want to know. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hello, Pile 2. If you either chose this page of cups, this deck, or the amethyst, then this reading is for you. We're going to get into who is currently thinking of you. What's their energy? What are they thinking? Why are they thinking of you? I haven't even finished shuffling. Can you calm it down, please? Okay. Who's currently thinking of someone that's a little bit more introverted. Maybe they haven't talked to you in a while. Maybe they ghosted you. You know, maybe they haven't been in contact with you in a bit. Who is thinking of pile 2? What else can you tell me about them? It's also definitely someone that while they're introverted and while they maybe it's that they just haven't spoken to you in a while, this person is definitely someone that is really energetic and probably their, like, I would say, like, their day-to-day life, their, like, career, maybe their like friends or family, like their social life, or definitely someone that likes to go out, someone that likes to have fun. So, like, maybe not so much introverted, but maybe someone that just does, I guess, hasn't talked to you in a while. But if they are introverted, I think it's more that they work really hard. Okay, what else? King of Cups. Okay, yeah, they're definitely someone that's also kind of sensitive. Maybe they don't show this sensitivity to everyone, especially with King of Wands. Maybe to their friends, and their family, they're like this very, like, funny guy, but they actually have quite, or like a funny girl, or you know what I mean. Guy to me is, it's just genderless. Okay, I'm sorry. But maybe there's someone that just like is actually quite sensitive and quite loving. But I think, yeah, maybe it's someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Let's see, what else can you tell me about? And then maybe someone that, again, is, like, I think quite, like, loving, quite sensitive, though. Like, I think they're definitely more on the sensitive side. Like, I think they show, I think when it comes to King of Wands, I think they're definitely someone that's more on the extroverted side, in the sense of, like, they're really passionate about their job, they're really passionate about their, like, interests, and they're really passionate about, like, their friends and family, that type of energy. And, like, when they go out with their friends, and they go out, like, I guess, like, hard, you know? It's like, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it. But maybe it's someone that also I guess you haven't talked to in a while, or someone you haven't seen in a while, but someone's also, like, quite quiet. But I think they're definitely loving and definitely quite sensitive. And with this, with Page of Cups, I definitely feel like they're more on the sensitive side, like maybe more sensitive than even they let you in on. What else can you tell me about this person that's thinking of pile 2? Truly. Oh, another king. Wow. Yeah, I definitely think this person's also very, like, intellectual. I think this person has a lot of facets. Like, I think there's someone, again, who I think is a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more, they don't really show people that sensitive side, but I think they show more of this King of Wands and this King of Swords energy, where they definitely are someone that likes to talk. They're definitely someone that likes to have fun with their friends, but I don't really think, I don't see them going out that much. I definitely see them enjoying also, like, their time in, like, reading, their time studying, their time learning more things. Like, they're definitely someone that I think is actually still quite introverted. Like, I do think they're introverted, but I do think when they go out, they go with their friends. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm introverted, but, like, if I go out with my friends, like, I'm going out with my friends. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know, energy. But I think they're very passionate about, like, their career, very passionate about their interests, very passionate about their hobbies. But I do think they're actually someone that is also quite creative and a little bit sensitive. So, well, let's ring in some bells to you guys. Okay. What is pile two? What is this person thinking about pile two? What is this person thinking about pile two? That's like a lot there. What is this person thinking about pile two? I think this person's one thinking about how things ended between you guys, or maybe how the last time you guys spoke, the last time you guys chatted, the last time you guys saw each other, how things ended. I think they don't really think it ended on the greatest of notes. I think with the Hermit, if they're not introverted, it's definitely someone that you haven't spoken to in a while. And I think in general, it's probably not someone you have spoken to in a while, just in general, I think. I think they're definitely thinking about, like, how things were left unsaid and how things were also just, I don't think it was the best of chats the last time you guys chatted. I definitely think this person that was having very, like, especially with Ace of Wands here, I feel like it's very, like, sexual thoughts, very sensual thoughts. I think they're thinking a lot about that aspect of it and of this relationship, or just even if you guys didn't really have that relationship, of, like, how they would like that. I think with Hangman, yeah, it's definitely someone that you guys haven't spoken in a while, you guys haven't chatted in a while, you guys haven't seen each other in some time, and I think they're thinking about that. I think they may want to possibly, like, I think they're thinking about the possibility of chatting or doing something, or, you know, but I don't think it would be with, like, with the Ace of Wands being it, I don't think it's anything stable or anything really, you know, that, I guess, yeah, nothing really that stable, nothing really that, I guess, like, it's not like a grand offer. I think it'd be like, hey, what are you doing tonight type energy. It's nothing crazy. Like, that's what they're thinking of, especially because how things ended. I don't think it's going to be, like, some grand, like, I miss you, you're amazing. Like, it's definitely going to be like, hey, WYD type energy. But yeah, I think this person's definitely having very sexual thoughts, very sensual thoughts. I think they're thinking about the last time maybe you guys, maybe the last time they saw each other, maybe you looked really good. And I think they're thinking about how the last time, like, how things ended and how things weren't the best. And I do think they're thinking about, like, how that you guys haven't seen each other in some time. And they're thinking about definitely maybe offering something, but again, I don't think it's anything crazy stable. Especially, I think it's something more like like, especially with Wands, a little bit more of a late night rendezvous type energy. It's nothing really like a let's get to know each other over dinner. But yeah, I definitely think this person you haven't spoken to in a while. So whoever this is, I don't think you've spoken to them in a while, but I definitely think there's someone who is very smart, very intellectual, who is really passionate about what they do, is a little bit emotionally immature, but also very sensitive, I think, at the same time. Like, I don't think they're maybe, like, I think they're sensitive, but maybe not the most emotionally mature, especially with how, like, they're still thinking about maybe just hitting you up basically for maybe something a little bit more fun and dandy. Like, a little bit more like, let's have fun versus, like, let's really talk about what happened. But I think they're thinking about how things ended and how they would like to see you again in the moonlight. But yeah, pile two. That's what I'm getting for who's currently thinking of you. So please let me know if you like this video. If you like it, leave me comment, like, subscribe, and turn on that bell notification. Let me know what I should do in the next video. if you want to go more in depth to these. I'm just trying. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. If you chose either this Page of Cups, this deck, or the Angel Aura Rose Quartz, then this reading is for you. We're going to get into who's currently thinking of you. And I'll leave also the name of all the decks in the description. Okay. Let's see. Who is currently thinking of Pile 3? Who is currently thinking of Pile 3? Who is thinking of Pile 3? Okay, Pile 3. Who's currently thinking of you? I definitely think this is someone that you know. I think this is someone that you, like, who was either offered you something stable or you're in a stable, like, I guess, maybe, like, relationship or stable, like, I guess, like a stable relationship or like a stable something with them, maybe friendship. I definitely think this is someone that you know though. With the Six of Cups, it could be someone from like home, someone from like your family, maybe like a longtime family member, maybe like a sister or a brother, someone that you know though. I think with Ten of Swords though, I think this is also someone that maybe like, I feel like maybe you guys have argued a lot. Maybe they're a little bit like, I would say like argumentative, but like, you know, they're a little bit like you guys argue. You guys, I feel like sometimes don't see eye to eye with. I also think this is someone who, yeah, I feel like maybe it is from your family or maybe someone that feels like family, maybe someone that you are married to or someone that's like your sister or brother, someone that has to do with like it's someone in your family, I think, and someone that you are like, you either know like it's someone that you have like, I guess like a stable relationship with or like someone that you like, I guess have to have a stable relationship with. I think obviously with Ten of Swords though, it's someone that I think you do have like maybe a little bit of friction with or currently have some friction with. With Three of Wands, though, I think it's definitely someone though that you like know you. It's someone that also like knows that like they have a future with you. Like they know that they will see you in the future. Like I definitely think it's someone like this person who's thinking of you. I think maybe a family member or someone that, or like someone that's in your family. That maybe there's been a little bit of friction between you guys, but it's definitely someone that you have like a stable relationship with, and you guys do know like you have to like I guess work this out because you know you have to like work this out. No, but you have to like work this out because you like or any like issues you have, you like end up working out because you either like have a future together, like you know you have like investments together, you know you have like maybe like it's someone you live with, or it's like someone that you share a home with, or someone from your family. It's someone like that. It's someone that you currently are with, or someone that you're in your family, someone that you live with. Maybe it's your roommate. It's something with your home, something with your family. But it's definitely someone that you have to work these tensions out with because it's definitely someone that you like either have investments with or have a future with or have like, you know, something that's worth, I guess, like working on is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So that's who's thinking. Let's see what they're thinking. Well, what is Pile 3? What is this person currently thinking? Okay. What are they thinking about? What are they thinking? Okay. Yeah, so I definitely think this person one is thinking about maybe if there has been friction lately, or maybe there has been like I guess maybe some bumps in the relationship. There's been some like issues in the relationship. I definitely think this person is thinking about how they can move past that, how they can move forward from that. These are like not even. I'm sorry, you guys had to really look at that. But I think this person one is looking at like how they can move forward from this, or if there's any friction, how they can like try to move forward, how they can just I think basically move on from the past. I think one thing that they're trying to think about is how they can basically stop. I think one having so much control. Like I think controlling the situation or trying to have control of it and letting go of control is something that they really have difficulty with. I think like one of the things is that they're either thinking about like they're definitely someone that I think likes to control the situations, likes to have control, likes to know I guess the outcome of things. And I think right now one of their other things they're thinking about is just like if they can just I guess let this almost if whatever the situation is, if there is like maybe they did something wrong or there is friction, I think maybe they're thinking about how they can one sweep it under the rug and basically just like hope the cycle almost closes itself. Like this heartache, this like grief, this like moment of like sadness basically will just like basically the cycle will close itself and like it'll just like work itself out. Because I think if they can't control the situation, they'd rather just let it basically hang out until it fixes itself or you apologize or something like that. I think they're trying to move on without controlling so much, but I think the opposite end of that, they're thinking is like, well, if I don't control the situation, is that just like letting go of control and just like, you know, hoping it just figures it out, like itself out? I think they're trying to think about how they can approach, like, as like maybe future friction, future arguments, and future things with you. Like, especially if you're in an argument now, I think they're trying to think about how they can, one, fix that without maybe trying to control it so much or trying to be so controlling or also like trying to be, I guess, maybe like manipulative. But I think also they're thinking about like future arguments and future things, how they can try to like I guess control the situation less, but also let go of control without just sweeping it under the rug and just hoping it figures itself out. I think they're just trying to like any like anger, any like arguments. I think they're trying to just like I guess resolve it within themselves and just try to think about it within themselves, like reflect on like what happened and reflect on I guess like what they did wrong and what you did wrong and like how they can kind of I guess see where they went wrong versus like I guess blaming everything on you. I think this person's also thinking about like, yeah, like what they can do in the future, how they can settle this in the future, and how they can basically figure this out without having to just let it hang out and hope it resolves itself in time. Like, I definitely think they want to like figure out how they can approach it in a better way. Yeah, so this person is definitely just thinking about how they can approach arguments with you better. I think also how they can approach like future with you better and how they can control that a little bit less and how they can just so I think right now if there it was a current like an argument that currently happened, I think now they're just trying to like hang out and let it basically just kind of sit with it and see like how they can heal that and how they can move on from it. And then I think they're also trying to think on the other end how they can have less control and also be more open to arguments and also be more open to like little things and be more open to I guess also be more open to like not always having to be right, but also like if they know they're wrong, just like almost like silent treatment type energy, or just if they know they're wrong, just kind of like being like ignoring it, like no, what are you talking about? Almost like gaslighting. I think they're trying to think about how they can also take that without, you know, so personally. But I think this person's definitely just trying to figure out. I think they're just thinking about how they can move forward from the past arguments and also reflect on how they can better argue and also when they're wrong not be such a piece of shite is basically the phrase. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from these cards, and that's who's currently thinking of you, pile 3. Thank you so much for joining. If you liked this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what videos you want next. I put out videos, I'm trying like every week, okay? We got a new setup, you know, life's happening. So let me know what you want to see in the next one. And until then, bye.